Hi guys and welcome back. This is FPL Goa and today we're going to be talking about wants to watch, differentials and captain picks. So without wasting any time, let's dive straight into our wants to watch.
My one to watch for this game week is Heung-min Son. Spurs play Everton away and Southampton at home this game week, and yes, they have a double game week. And he scored a goal versus United last game week, which was the only positive for Spurs, I guess. But this game week, as they have a double game week, they have a chance to make up for what they lost last game week. And Southampton, coming to Southampton, they are in poor form, conceding 11 goals in their last 4 matches. And Everton haven't won in their last 4 matches, and don't look good because they lost against Burnley and they drew against Crystal Palace and Brighton, which were games they should have won, I feel. But they don't have the luck or the goal scoring right now, so I feel Son will be a good threat to them, and also 2 games, so Son will definitely get some points, so he's a good one to watch for this game week.
My ones to watch for this coming game week is Lucas Moura. I think most of us, when we think of a Spurs player for game week 32, will be either thinking of Kane or Son. But I really think Lucas Moura could be a decent option besides Kane and Son because of his low ownership and semi-decent price point. If you're worried about him not starting the game, I think you should ease your worrisome doubts. He did start a lot of his last 10 games. In fact, he's only been benched, I think, twice in the last 10 games. So he's getting up there in terms of minutes played. His form is also pretty good. He's had 3 assists in his last 4 game weeks, including one against United and Arsenal. So he isn't really afraid to perform on the big stage either. Coming to Spurs, they do have a double game week. This game week they have Everton away and Southampton at home. Everton away could be a pretty tough fixture, but Southampton at home is a really decent fixture for Spurs, I suppose. Southampton do concede a lot of their chances down the right hand side, which is where Son likes to play. And Lucas Moura also does fill in the pockets with his presence and all that he is maneuvering about in the attacking area. Coming to Lucas Moura's stats over the last few game weeks, in the last game against Man United, he did have a shot and a key pass as well as an assist. So we do know that he is getting up forward and putting in some efforts to get into the attacking areas for Spurs. I really think that if you don't have Son or you don't have Kane and you really have no way to get them in, Lucas Moura could be a really decent option for your team just to get Spurs coverage, as a lot of people will be having Spurs coverage this game week because of the double game week. And also a lot of people don't have Moura in their team because he's not as famous as Kane or Son. So he's also a pretty tidy differential if you really want to make up mini league points. Also, if you see Lucas Moura's numbers over the past few game weeks, he's probably gone under the radar, but he is a favorite for Mourinho in the end. Like I said, he did start 9 of the past 10 games. I'm sorry, saying bench 2. He did start 9 of the past 10 games, and he returns to the goal involvement of about 35%, which is almost on par with Son's 38%. So yeah, he is creating about 1 chance per game and averaging about 0.6 shots inside the box every game. So it's not the most exciting stats in the world, but if you do want a differential sort of player for this game week, being a double and you don't have Son or Kane, I think Moura could be a good pick.
I'm going to go with Adama Traore as my one to watch for this game week, and I think he sort of becomes a differential asset in that midfield because a lot of managers have the same set of midfield that is like Son, Lingard, Jota, Salah, etc. And I think someone like Traore could be a good bet for your mini leagues The winger has had a frustrating season, but he did pick a goal and an assist in his last 2 games. Wolves play Sheffield United in the upcoming game, and I feel Traore could pull a significant haul in that game. Sheffield United have conceded 10 goals in their last 3 games, and maybe Traore could increase his tally against the Blades.
My one to watch pick for this game week is Patrick Bamford. He was unlucky last game not to complete 90 minutes, though he had an assist to his name. He has been really influential for Leeds United up front. He's been very consistent, great work rate and a great striker. His finish has been good. So I think many of the managers will have him because he's really economical and always gives good returns. Talking about Leeds United, they face Liverpool this game week. Liverpool, I don't think with the main defenders out injured, they will able to withstand the pressure what Leeds United possess. So it will be a tough game week for them since they have been struggling lately. I don't prefer to put my bet on Liverpool. Instead, I will go to have my trust on the Leeds United players like Stuart Dallas, Rafinha. But looking at the supply what they have for the striker, I will surely go with Patrick Bamford as he is really keen finisher. I have already mentioned this game week.
My differential pick for this game week is Alexander Lacazette. He's just owned by 8.6% of FPL owners. Arsenal play Fulham at home, and Lacazette got 13 points last game week, and I think he's the only in-form striker who is a reliable differential, I feel. And I think because he's playing for Arsenal, he is a good differential because Arsenal also are in good form and he is scoring goals at the moment. Fulham are in the bottom 3 and are fighting relegation. They have lost their last 4 matches, and right now I don't see any possibility of them turning this one around. They are not I don't think they are favourites to win or cause an upset against Arsenal, and Lacazette is definitely a good differential this game week as there are only 7 game weeks left after this. So Lacazette is a good differential pick.
My differential for this game week is Daniel Podence. I know it's a kind of weird pick to pick a Wolves player, Wolves attacker, especially in this stage of the season. But I think Podence could do really well this game week because of his opposition that he's facing. Wolves play Sheffield United at home this weekend, and Sheffield United don't look like the strongest team at all by any respects, defensively or offensively. Coming to the defensive stats, over the past 4 game weeks, all teams combined, that is about game week 28 to 31. Sheffield United are at the bottom of the defensive charts. They are bottom for goals conceded, expected goals conceded, shots conceded on target, as well as big chances conceded. So they are putting up pretty poor defensive numbers, and as such, they are liable to get a lot of attacks on their defense. Last game week, Podence could have had an assist. He did put in a pretty decent cross to Willian Jose, which he did turn into the goal via header, but the goal was ruled out in the end, so Podence didn't get that cross. Podence this season has not set the world alight in the Premier League. He's had only 3 goals and 2 assists, but he is a pretty lively attacker. Now that Pedro Neto is out for pretty much the season, I suppose Podence could be looking up to fill in that sort of goal action threat that Wolves so desperately need. And coming back from a lengthy spell on the sidelines, he did get 45 minutes against West Ham in game week 30 and about 75 minutes against Fulham in the last game week. So you should expect Podence to start this game week as well. His ownership is really less, only owned by 1.1% of the managers out there, and at 5.3 million FPL cost, he could be a really tidy 1 week punt if you really need a 1 week punt as a differential. Podence could be a really good shoe into your side for a quick 1 week punt, I suppose. And I do expect him to perform well. I do expect Wolves to perform well against Sheffield, a really depleted Sheffield United team. And I think Podence could be a really good option in this game week.
I'm going to go with Supal as my differential for this game week. The Czech fullback has been in pretty good form despite West Ham's inability to keep a clean sheet in their last 4 games, and Supal has been in decent form as he has picked 2 assists in his last 2 games. And for 4.6 million, I think is a pretty good buy. Teams in general are struggling to keep a clean sheet, so you'd be hoping for your defenders to at least provide you with attacking returns. You can either look at the very best defenders, which are pricey options, or you can look at someone like Supal. West Ham play Newcastle United next, and hopefully they do keep a clean sheet. But the Magpies have shown an uptick in form, and I wouldn't keep my hopes too high on them keeping a clean sheet.
My differential pick for upcoming game week is Kelsey Iheanacho. I think he's the go-to man for Brendan Rodgers lately. He has been winning games and also cup tie games for Leicester City. He's the man in form. Considering the rough patch what Dominic Calvert-Lewin is going through, and his injury issues have also been troubling managers, so it's a great option. In my opinion, I think Kelsey Iheanacho is the ideal option because he's man in form. Yes, I know managers have been worried due to his inconsistency, but the form what he's carrying, I think they should go for him. Coming to this game week, they play West Brom at home, though they struggled against West Ham United last game week, but they came close to comeback. They lost the game by a score of 3-2, but I still back Leicester City due to the reason that they are still in the top 4 and the top 4 race is getting heated. In order to do that, finish in top 4 position, they will have to win games from now, and West Brom will surely look to bounce back after some strong good performances, but I back Leicester City to win this game.
My captain pick for this game week is Harry Kane. Spurs have a double game week, and they play Everton away and Southampton at home. Kane is the top goal scorer and the top assist provider in the league with 19 goals and 13 assists. And Spurs have a double game week this game week, so I don't think I need to tell you that there isn't a better captain for this game week. And Everton are in a poor form right now. Southampton lost their last game versus West Brom in a 3-0 defeat, and in their last 4 matches they have conceded 11 goals, which is very pretty bad. So there is a chance for Tottenham, who have been a good scoring team this season, to score some goals, and their top scorer is Harry Kane, an assist provider, so he will surely be amongst them, and I'm sure he's going to be a good captain pick for this game week, definitely.
My captain pick for this game week is Mohamed Salah. I know it's kind of weird picking a non-double game week captain for a double game week, but I think Salah could really shine this game week. Liverpool have been knocked out of all competitions, most recently the Champions League, so they really have it all to do in the Premier League, that is catch top 4, which is their only sort of goal, I suppose, at this stage. And Salah is coming into form pretty slowly, I should say. He's had 2 goals in the last 2 games, but he is getting the numbers, I suppose, and that's all that matters. In the Champions League, we did see Salah miss quite a lot of chances. He did have chances which he maybe would have scored had his confidence been higher up than what it actually is. But I think with the way Liverpool played, they did create a lot of chances, and maybe it was just an off day for them. So Liverpool, with Salah having being on top of the goal scoring charts for so long right now, and he is tied for the Golden Boot. He will be, I hope, going for the Golden Boot. Well, that means more points for the captaincy. If you want to see the comparison between Salah and Jota over the past few weeks, especially the last game versus Aston Villa, Salah and Jota sort of even for stats, but Salah does edge it at the end. Salah versus Jota has 6 shots in the box versus Jota has 4. Salah created 2 big chances versus Jota 0, and Salah was in the penalty box more than Jota. So I think it's fairly obvious who the better players right now, even though he is quite expensive. A lot of people, if they don't consider captaincy as Son or or Kane or maybe any Spurs player, they should go to the guy Salah, who is probably the go-to guy for captaincy if it's not a Spurs player. And yeah, his underlying numbers are also pretty well. He is the most advanced player for Liverpool amongst all the Liverpool players. He's also top amongst all players for shots in the box and second for shots in the 6 yard box. So it is evident that these shots are coming from pretty decent positions. So I think if you get him in your team for this game week and for the coming game week, they do have a really nice fixture end, a run, a lot of greens in their runs, a lot of greens in their fixtures, difficulty list. So I think Salah could be a pretty decent option for this game week.
My captain pick for game week 32 is Jesse Lingard. He's the man in form with a great number of goal contributions. This year, his move from Manchester United to West Ham United has been a blessing for David Moyes. They face Newcastle United, so Newcastle United have been really strong with Saint-Maximin coming back from injury, and last game he won the game for them. They will surely look to be on the front foot and kill the game, but don't underestimate West Ham. They are in the 4th position. The top 4 race is really heating up, but the form what West Ham players are in and also the work rate they possess, especially Jesse Lingard and also the other players, their crosses is exceptional, and Jesse Lingard has been able to convert those things and not miss the sitters, just the Lingard what we expected and we saw few years back. Due to this reason and his ability to convert on the counter attacks is the reason I am opting him for the captain pick this game week 2. I think he should give good returns for the managers.